Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to mighty Akim, diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kyle Cup coming at you with another lesson, and today's lesson is going to be entitled Battling Against Evil Spirits, alright? So, the inspiration to do this lesson actually was what happened to me yesterday. All right, so I was actually playing in a video game tournament. All right, and the thing is, I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, I am relatively pretty good. I'm relatively pretty good. All right, I say that in a sense because I'm able, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, I'm able to perform on average better than most people. All right. So, and again, no credit to me, but all through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. All right. So the key thing is there are times when I kind of play a lot worse than I have done. My potential truly is. All right. And the thing that happened, the thing that I really wanted to get into was how I was kind of able to, I don't want to say like forcefully get into the zone, but I was able to like a bit of get into tap into that potential that the Lord gave me through what you see right in front of you. Okay, this harp music. Okay, so now I'm going to get into, how or what this has to do. All right. Basically, all right, Slakia. Basically is when we are not at our best. Okay, yeah, that's the proper way. That's the proper way to phrase it. When we are not at our best, when we're not doing the absolute best thing to do, where we're not tapping into our full potential, all right? It's I want to say that one of the reasons why is because we get kind of like distracted. The external forces around us, the external energies, external spirits, okay, that get on us or are around us, it influences our behavior, and we're not able to be at our best. Okay, and this is not just in terms of like, oh, me playing in a video game. This is just in general, in life, so to speak. All right, like anything and everything you do, we are able to do a lot better when we, well, also number one, Slakia, because I feel obligated to say this, but another reason why we're not able to go at our best or tap into our full potential is because the Lord YAHAWASHI is not fully dealing with us right now. Okay, we're still in captivity. We still need to be punished for going off as we did before. So that's also another reason why a lot of our people. A lot of our people, just we can see the potential, we can see the capabilities, but we can't make full use of them. Okay, it kind of like it comes and goes. Okay, like and that's a perfect example of me, because for me, like there are times when I am making first, second, third, fourth place, and then just in July, all right, I was doing terribly. Like I was just losing everywhere. All right, so like that's a perfect example of just not fully being able to tap into our full potential. All right. And again, the primary reason is, because the Lord is not dealing with us at the moment fully. All right. But as we are in this truth, on a contributing factor outside of the fact that we're being punished right now, and we're in captivity, and we're not going to be able to, thrive or whatever in Babylon, is the fact that, we do in fact have a spiritual battle going on, and we have to fight it. All right. So now let me get into these things to prove everything that I was just saying. Slakia. 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 14. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servants said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from Yahawah troubleth thee. Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player of the on an harp. And it shall come to pass, when the evil spirit from Yahawah is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well. So this is the main my main reason for starting to listen. I don't listen to this all the time, but just this week I started listening to it as I'm doing other stuff, and lo and behold, call YAHAWASHI, all credits to YAHAWASHI and no credit to me. All right, that I actually was able to keep calm, because that's another thing. Being able to maintain a cool head while also doing something, that is also an important thing to do. All right, because you don't want to be focus on revenge, focus on whatever when you're doing stuff. All right, that's not going to help forward and motivate you in doing the thing. You're going to get a bit distracted, and you're going to get sidetracked. All right. So yes, this is an important thing to remember. All right. And again, just the fact that all this came from this, the start of this. Okay, the start of this practice. All right, that I did came from this scripture. Call me YAHAWASHI with the YAHAWASHI for giving us the examples, because this is actually, in my speaking as a man. All right, this is actually one of the best things that I have ever implemented in my life, because I truly do not only believe, but I actually see some improvements. Okay. And I used to be able to, just take a second to, sit down and, listen. But, sometimes you just don't have time to just meditate while this is playing. All right. So I would recommend that if you are able to, just sit down, meditate on whatever you need to meditate while this is playing in the background with headphones or whatever. All right. And it definitely is. It definitely also goes to show the importance of music. Okay. Because all those nigger music. Okay. Because, what else can I say about it? How else can I title it? This is the real, title of it. It's nigger music. All right. It's gets you, crazy, gets you all amped up to do what? Wickedness. All right. Especially with the lyrics. So, you get the wicked rap music. I don't even have any example, honestly, but, I guess DMX, whatever, something. But yeah, that's as I was saying before, this is the importance of music. That's why Esau, as another brother I was watching, had made mention. All right, they said what was it? They said what's it called? Rap used to be about uplifting the community, but now Esau makes these rappers talk about, gangs and stuff like that. And there's a bunch of different rappers that when they were getting into the rap gang, they thought that they had to go and in gang banging and stuff like that. They thought that in order to thrive in that, they had to be in that life. They had to actually be a part of the life that they were rapping about. But lo and behold, they found out that that's not true, that they didn't need to do it, but they're already in it, and they basically, kind of like ruin their lives already. All right, but that's the thing that Esau pushes out, and he leads our people astray. Okay, so that's just the that's a very big importance, and that's why you have people like Lil Nas X. Like he is like super famous. Like a lot of people, he was the talk of a big talking point, and a lot of people listen to his music, but he's pushing out that that homosexual alphabet energy. All right. So now let me get this. 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 23. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from Yahweh was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the spirit departed from him. So yeah, this is the thing. Like, you gotta be able to. Well, number one, you have to be able to acknowledge that you have an evil spirit on you. That's number one. All right, because a lot of times, whenever people have problems, okay, they tend to deflect and not want to admit that they have a problem. So we need to remember that we are as babes, and we are not above correction. So if we are going off, we're able to catch ourselves going off, or if someone else is saying, hey, you're going off, then you gotta be able to listen and attempt to make amends, attempt to make corrections. All right, that is very important to do. All right. But yes, definitely, as I was saying before, I just really want to, I just cannot stress enough how this did truly, improve my mood and help me better focus. Okay. Focus is so important in just anything and everything you do. All right. This is what I personally listen to all the time. I know it's 6 hours. I still put it on loop because whenever it does finish, I have to listen to it again. But of course, you see all these other different ones. 3 hours, 8 hours, 3, whatever you need. Definitely watch it. If you have I want to say if you have sleeping problems, which I don't have sleeping problems. I never had sleeping problems. I definitely recommend, if need be, attempt to have something like this, like these 8 hours things, or just this, whatever, and put it on loop, playing in your room in the background while you sleep, so that you can attempt to get some actual sleep and whatnot. Actually, you cannot, if you don't have YouTube Premium, you have to get one of these 8 hour things, 8 hour videos, or longer, because the thing will pause. I'm pretty sure if you're not there to make it play. And for those that may or may not have demons, because I did hear that there was one sister that had demons getting on her while she was asleep, and it would wake her up at night. So yeah, definitely something to try, because you want to. I pray that those that are in this truth can, win the spiritual battles as well as our carnal battles. All right. Anyway, Second Chronicles chapter 18 verse 22. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of thy prophets. 2 Chronicles chapter 18 verse 22. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil against thee. this is the first one. This is the first kind of spirit that I want to display, that there are these are the different kinds of spirits. And as a matter of fact, I forgot I should get this as well. I think it's 28. Sirach chapter 29 verse 28. 30, Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay, so there's that, as well as, you know, the lying spirit of these false prophets. Okay, in addition to that, Luke chapter 7 verse 21, and in that same hour he cured many of their infirmities and plagues, and of evil spirits unto many that were blind he gave sight. So in addition to that, we also have, you know, like diseases. All right, where is it? Matthew chapter 4 verse 24, and his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought unto him all sick people that were taken with diverse diseases and torments, and those possessed with devils, and those which were lunatic, and those that had palsy, and he healed them. Okay, where's the other one? Acts chapter 19 verse 12, so that from his body were brought onto the sick handkerchiefs or aprons, and the diseases departed from them, and the evil spirits went out from them. So evil spirits come in the form of many. All right, let me actually go back to this, because it did say all of it encompass in it for the most part. Fire, hail, famine, death. Okay, teeth of wild beasts, so wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and sword. Okay, well, I guess not in here, but also also, you know, stuff like diseases and the like. So any type of evil, all right, it is an evil spirit. All right, any type of evil it is an evil spirit. It is judgment from the Lord. All right. And we need to, you know, be in our right mind. We need to strive for being spiritually minded, so that we won't let these demons, okay, get to us. Okay, we won't let these demons have power over us. All right, because just as with Job, just as with Job, the Lord lets, you know, the spiritual demon Satan get to us when we're going off. Okay, when we're going off, specifically for us when we're going off, but, you know, for Job, that was a different example shown. Or heck, maybe we're going through. Some of us are going through similar situations for Job. Maybe some of us are being punished. Okay, regardless, we need to still seek after repentance, seek after, you know, correction, as well as seeking after attempts at curing ourselves. Okay, which, number one, the main cure. I'm not saying the music is a cure-all, be-all, the end-all, be-all of all cures. All right, but it's also the Spirit of the Lord. It's the Spirit of the Lord, as well as the complementary, soothing sounds of the music. Okay, it is help, but at this end of the day, this is not going to stop someone. This is not going to stop someone from being, from getting having to deal with demons getting on them. Okay, like, this is not going to stop unless the Lord allows it to. Okay, so it's all through the permission, all through the allowance of the Lord YAHAWASHI. All right, so I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, this is the end all be all. Like, yeah, this is what you need. This is the only thing you need. No, it's YAHAWASHI, that is what you need. But I'm telling you, in a complementary sense, this is in addition to. This not in addition to. It is what a bit of what the Lord prescribed, as we see in First Samuel. All right. So slocky about that, but yes, that is the thing I want to get out. And I'm not saying that again, I'm not saying that this is going to cure diseases. All right, like listening to a thing is gonna cure diseases or anything like that. I'm just saying that the first and most important thing is belief in following after the words of YAHAWASHI. Okay, not the law, statutes, commandments, not the duty of a prophet, but every single word that comes out of YAHAWASHI, which does include the two things that I just mentioned. All right, so it is another thing that helps us stay in the spirit. That's the thing. That's the best way to kind of help you understand. The music helps you to stay in the spirit because you don't want any other external stimuli pushing you down a wicked rabbit hole or a wicked mindset or a wicked vibration. All right. Now Matthew chapter 4 verse 1. Then was Yahawashi led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Now this Yahawashi was tempted of the devil. All right, now let's get into this. Men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech. Okay, so obviously, be it from Yahawashi to Abimelech to us, we're going to receive. There's going to be some evil spirits put on some people. All right. Finally, Matthew chapter 10 verse 24. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? The thing is, the reason why I bring this up is because we are not above Yahawashi. So in the same way that Yahawashi was tempted by the devil, all right, we are going to be tempted by the devil. We're going to be tempted in so many different ways. In so many different ways. Okay, there's going to be times when we might be able to take advantage of something or get a leg up in Esau's society or whatever, but we need to hold strong, and because Yahawashi, he, like, I did not fully understand a lot of this stuff when I first heard it, but it is so powerful. Like, Yahawashi was just on another level. Like, I can't even say anything else about it. The devil said, throw yourself off this high cliff or whatever. All right. And he said that the Lord will catch you. All right. And Yahawashi said, let me get that as a matter of fact. Okay. Up into those. Okay. Matthew chapter 4 verse 5. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and setteth him on the pinnacle of the temple and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of Man, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angel charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. So basically, all right, he took him at the highest point where obviously a fall from the temple, it would mean death, obviously. Okay, verse 7. Yahawashi said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. So even Yahawashi, who could have done it, and there was literally no doubt. Okay, there was absolutely no doubt. Okay, you might be able to say, oh yeah, there might be doubt for us dying a stupid ass death of jumping off a building or something like that. Okay, like you might be able to have that kind of doubt, sure, but there was literally no doubt that if Yahawashi did something like that, like basically, jumping off the building, then he would have been saved because he needed to be in order to be the sacrifice for Israel. All right, so that's a crazy thing that even Yahawashi chose not to tempt the Lord, and he chose to actually show some concern and some decorum for his life and actually take care of himself. All right, so how much more us do we need to take care of not only our lives but our bodies? All right, we need to be taking better care of our health and watching the things that we eat, this and the third. Like, it is exercising if we can, when we can. Like, that's absolutely a beautiful thing to see. All right, and in addition to that, you also see, where is it? Verse 8, again the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then said Yahawashi unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. So he was offering him all the kingdoms, all the power, all the world, okay, the whole world, as long as he worshipped Satan instead of Yahawashi. Okay, so just imagine how much more for these, jakes or whatever, these celebrity jakes, okay, that sold their soul or whatever for something even smaller, just a bit of fame, okay, not rulership over a kingdom or multiple kingdoms, but just fame for whatever. Like that's insane. And Yahawashi still stuck strong, and that's the beauty of this lesson. All right, Yahawashi was tempted, okay, but he still stuck strong because he had faith. He's waiting on the Lord Yahawashi to make things right, because he doesn't want that temporal wealth, that temporal glory. All right, let me get that as a matter of fact. Sorry if I'm saying matter of fact a lot. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So this kingdom, these kingdoms, all right, that we see, Babylon, Moab, fucking Ishmael, all right, all these other kingdoms, they're temporal, all right. Having rulership would have been a temporal rulership, and then in the kingdom of heaven is eternal, all right. Like that's the beauty of this, being able to push through the struggles in the temporal kingdom and waiting for our permanent eternal kingdom to come, so that we can enjoy that. That is the beauty. That's the beauty of the lesson. I pray that you're able to receive that. All right. So yeah, that's basically that's a majority of what I wanted to get into, as well as remember that it's these evil spirits that are going to tempt us. Okay, because it could be infirmities, it could be someone or something attacking us, but it also could be temptation. All right, things that try to mold our mind, which is why I brought this up Slakia, for not fully getting into that before, but you know, that's the thing. Like, you're gonna have these evil spirits that are going to whisper in our ear, not necessarily make us do stuff, like how the one man that Yahawashi healed was a lunatic and he was jumping into the fire, jumping into the water, and hurting himself. All right, but you're also gonna have evil spirits, demons, that are gonna be whispering in our ear, telling us and making us rationalize why we should be doing, you know, things that we know that we shouldn't be doing. All right, so it's a very important thing to remember that evil spirits and this spiritual battle is in many different ways, and it's in different so too many things to keep track of, but we still need to keep track of it and make sure that we're walking in all the ways that of Yahawah's word that we are able to. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, DTA Abad Babal, and Shalom.